Hey guys, this is Fuller, we're on to the Lich Hero. This is an oldie, he's been reworked and rebalanced. He'll be added into the Hearthstone mod. For theme, think powerful undead sorcerers, always scheming, plotting and very devious. Complete mastery over the undead, ice and frost spells. Also immortal and very tough to kill. We're gonna need some voices for all the minions and feedback is especially very welcome. The hero is still Kel'thuzad, there's no other Lich who can live up to him. And I showed you a video or two back the custom skin we've got, a big thanks to Mockfall. As for the hero power, it's the same too. I liked it so much. Glimpse, look at the top 3 cards of your deck and put them back in any order. So it works like Hunter's tracking, except you don't draw a card, you just place them back. Useful for piecing together powerful combos and getting cards you really need urgently. A lot of the cards are designed around this, you'll see now in the flavour. Alright, onto the cards, starting with the minions. The first one is Unchanged. It's a core card that would fit in almost every Lich deck. It is Wraithlord. For 1 mana, he is 1/3 with, after you use your hero power, draw a card. Essentially, this means you choose which card to draw from the top 3 of your deck. His stats make him pretty resilient early on and quite similar to Northshire Cleric. This one got a brand new name and art, it is Tombkeeper. For 2 mana, he's 2/2 with Battlecry, frees a character. You can see all his frozen victims behind him. So for custom voice, I imagine more art to add to my collection. Freezing is always handy, he can let you build up the board or have a spare turn to use your Wraithlord, piecing together your turn 3 and 4 play. This one again got some fancy new art and is renamed, is Dark Acolyte. For 3 mana, he's 2/3 with Death Rattle, put an Arch Lich on the top of your deck. So he himself has terrible stats, but it's a small sacrifice as Arch Lich is 4 mana, 3/4 with Battlecry, deal 3 damage to a character and freeze it. Obviously OP, a stronger card than it should be, but you can only get him out by first playing a weaker Acolyte. Of course your hero power, you can use it if you don't want to draw the Lich. A bit of a rebalance on this one is Phylactery. For 3 mana, he's 0/7 with your hero is immune. He's much tougher now, like a mini Mal'Ganis, which means in most cases he's simply a 0/7 taunt. He'll die almost instantly, so use the time well. This is a Lich speciality, being able to protect your hero this way. Have to make sure you can't stealth him with neutral cards. On to the legendary, and this is by far the craziest legendary I've ever made. So warning, it's completely insane, but very fun. Still the same character, Lady Deathwhisper, but now she's 7 mana, 5/7 with Battlecry. Shuffle all frozen minions into your deck. They cost 2 less. So by frozen I mean minions on the board frozen, enemy and your own. Very combo Pacific here, but you can potentially wipe an entire enemy board. This is one of the class's big finishers and your opponent would need to be aware of this little sneaky trick. Next we've got the spells. First off, a completely redesigned one and my personal favourite. It is Plague Farm. For 6 mana, shuffle 5 random plague cards into your deck and then draw a card. Play cards like Archlich are much stronger versions of your average cards. The idea is to set up win conditions that you'll draw into them eventually and overpower your opponent. Playing this is super risky though, as you're essentially skipping a turn. Now for the play cards, I've got 3 so far. We can expand them together to 5. First one, Monstrosity, a simple 4 mana, 6/8, a hulking huge stats and value for his cost. A few of these in a row can be overwhelming. Next, Tortured Soul, 4 mana, she's 5/5 and charge. Can immediately dish out some damage and still have mana left over. Last one, Blood Bowl, a simple damage spell, 2 mana, deal 6 damage. Very cheap, a lot of damage. Here's another new one, some card draw for the class. It is Soul Ritual. For 5 mana, draw 2 cards, then gain 1 armor for each card in your hand. If you're playing the slow game with a full hand of cards, this can give a pretty big beefy armor up. Hand Lich, the next meta. On to the secrets. These mostly remained fairly unchanged and are still 3 mana. Firstly, Frost Presence. It's now triggered if anything attacks you, so like Explosive Trap, but 1 damage and freezes. Animate Dead got some funky new art. It's like Priests Resurrect and Mage's Mirror Image, very nice early on from a mad scientist. Next, Crippled. This one no changes. If one of your minions is attacked by an enemy minion, make it a 1/1. Last one, this got redesigned, it's Frost Armor. When your hero takes damage, prevent it and gain armor, so it can be pinged out, or if you're lucky, block a huge chunk of damage. Lastly, the basic cards. These are mostly the core of the deck. They're all largely the same. I felt they were balanced, fit the theme, and was very happy with them. So firstly, Dark Blast. 1 mana, deal 2 damage. Like Arcane Shot and Smite, we can get away with one of these cards in the mod. Next, Ice Shard. It got renamed. 1 mana, freeze a minion and draw a card. Note it can't target heroes, mostly some cheap board control and delaying. Frostwind, the big combo card. 2 mana, freeze all minions, especially good with Lady Deathwhisper. Or this next card, Shatter. For 3 mana, destroy all frozen minions. The main kill spell, like Paladin's Equality Consecrate combo. This can be devastating, but it can kill your own minions, beware. My second favourite spell, Death and Decay. 10 mana, 5 damage to all enemies. Like a massive Consecrate, very expensive, but wipes the board and hits the enemy hero too. Next, Immortality, slightly changed here. 2 mana, give a minion +2/+2 and shuffle a copy of it into your deck. The buff is applied onto the copy, so you will eventually get a stronger version later on in the game. Next, Howling Blast. 5 mana, freeze a minion and the minions next to it and deal 2 damage to him. A cross between Cone of Cold and Blizzard. Last one, Death Touch. 6 mana, deal 5 damage. If a minion died this turn, deal 8 damage instead. A conditional Fireball Pyroblast type spell, potentially another big finisher for the hero. Alright, that's it for the Lich Hero. How'd you find the crazy legendary? Are there still some of you who think Shatter is imbalanced? Got any more ideas for some cool play cards? Which hero needs an update next? Here's that pirate skin again. Remember, leave some feedback for Mockfall if you think there should be any changes. Got a spidery animated legendary coming up very soon. More mod updates, please like, subscribe, thanks guys, and see you all next time.